Dear students, today we will see what do we mean by binary phase shift keying. So, a binary phase shift keying is a process where the phase of the carrier is varied between two phase values. Those can be 0 degree and 180 degree for the incoming binary data 0 or 1. So according to incoming binary data, whether it is 0 or 1, the phase of the carrier is going to vary between 0 degree and 180 degree. Now as I have shown in this diagram, the binary data which I have taken is 101101, and this is the way it is been presented in electrical form in line coding format, where 1 is shown as a plus 1 volt amplitude and 0 is shown as minus 1 volt amplitude. So 1 0 1 1 0 0 1. So this is the way your binary data is represented in electrical form. The second waveform what I have shown is of an unmodulated carrier. That is, it is having constant amplitude, frequency and phase. Nothing is changed. Now this carrier is going to take this information from one point to another for long distance communication. So in that case, if you see the last waveform, which is of a binary PSK, binary phase shifting, you can see when the binary data changes from 1 to 0, you can see here there is a phase change of 180 degree. Again, when the binary data changes from 0 to 1, there is a phase change here of 180 degree. Again, when it is going from 1 to 1, there is no phase change. Again, when it is going from 1 to 0, there is a phase change. Again, when it is going from 0 to 0, there is no phase change. And when it is going from 0 to 1, there is a phase change. That means, whenever binary data changes from 0 to 1 or 1 to 0, there will be 180 degree phase difference for binary phase shift keying waveform. So in this way, this carrier will carry the binary data 0 and 1 in a long distance communication by changing the phase of the carrier. This is your binary phase shift keying introduction. Now dear students, now we will see how do we generate a BPSK signal. So here in this diagram I have shown the input as binary data, which will be 101010, and then it is given to a polar non-return to 0 encoder. That means this is going to generate an electrical waveform for this binary data. Whatever binary data is going to come, for that it is going to generate an electrical waveform. Say for example, for logic 1 it is going to generate 1 volt, for logic 0 it is going to generate minus 1. Now that electrical waveform is given to a product modulator where it is going to multiply. Now here the other input for this product modulator is an oscillator which will generate a high frequency. Whenever this oscillator is going to generate a high frequency like this, it is given to this product modulator, and this product modulator is going to give you 1010 in this format. So whenever there is a waveform for logic 1, that is plus 1 volt, that time the carrier will be in one phase. Whenever the waveform is for 0, that is minus 1 volt, then this carrier will go 180 degree phase difference. That means for logic 1 to 0 or 0 to 1 or transition, there will be a phase difference in the carrier waveform from 0 to 180 degree or from 180 degree to 0. That means 180 degree phase difference will be there. And that phase difference carrier will be taken at the output, which is going to carry the information from one point to another. And that carrier, that modulated carrier, is called as binary phase shift keying signal. But dear students, now we will see how we can detect a BPSK signal, that is BPSK demodulator. Now in this we are having only coherent detection. There is no non-coherent detection. So because it is coherent detection, we are showing this local oscillator only. Okay. Now here the BPSK signal is the input, that is the carrier which is varying in terms of phase while it is carrying the binary data information. So that is going to come from the transmitter to this receiver. And while it is coming, a noise also will be added to it. So everything together will come to the receiver. So first thing what we should have will be the filter. The filter is a circuit first to eliminate the noise power. Whatever noise is added while a transmission, it is going to eliminate. Now after eliminating, the BPSK signal will go to a circuit called as correlator. This circuit will first consist of a product modulator. The product modulator will have two inputs. One is the BPSK signal and one is the local oscillator signal, which is in phase with a carrier which is carrying logic 1. Now this carrier and this will get multiplied and will get integrated for one sampling period. One sample time, one period it will get integrated, and the output here will be known as X. Now here one thing you have to remember is, if this signal which is coming, a BPSK signal, will match with the local oscillator in terms of phase, then the output X will be positive. Or if this signal is not matching with this in terms of phase, then the output will be negative. Okay, that means the output will depend on the cosine phase difference of these two signals. Then this X will be either positive or negative, depending on whether the BPSK signal is going to carry logic 1 or logic 0. Now that signal, whether X is negative or positive, is compared with the 0 volt in the threshold device. That means whenever the X is positive, threshold device will give an output as logic 1, and whenever X is negative, threshold device will give an output as logic 0. That means this output will be binary data that is detected from the BPSK signal. That means the BPSK signal is demodulated and converted into binary data of 1 and 0. That means whatever the message was there in that carrier, that has been extracted, and this is how your BPSK demodulator will